Why is a narcissistic relationship so confusing and painful? To understand more on how a narcissist takes control of your mind, these are theories behind cognitive dissonance and the different parts that play a significant role in how easy it is for your mind to be manipulated by narcissistic people. One of our basic emotional needs, discovered by Tony Robbins, is love and connection, which is a strong human need to love and connect with someone or something. Beliefs are thoughts in our mind that influence our own attitudes, actions, and behaviours. The power of choice to what we do and do not want to believe. Beliefs are only thoughts and aren't real. And once we have more understanding on these, we have the power to change them to work for us. If you grew up with two parents remaining together, so you believe that that's how it's done, or your parents were separated, so you wanted different for your own children, religious beliefs or various other factors, your beliefs in relationships might be that you stick together no matter what happens, that relationships are hard, you have to work at them. Which, yes, relationships can go through rough patches, and genuine people who can communicate and compromise can work things out. When you're with a toxic person, you need to change those beliefs and realise that you don't have to stay. Core beliefs are formed in early childhood, or the beliefs are formed within our minds through our personal experience of what others tell us to be true. Why, even if you have the same beliefs as another, the interpretation of those varies from person to person. Values, ethical values in good relationships are honesty, loyalty, respect, understanding, and self-discipline. Narcissists can look for those beliefs and values in other people on a conscious or a subconscious level, and they start to mirror those back to you. That is not who they truly are. They are showing you yourself. And then when their envious face comes out and they show you themselves for who they truly are, it causes massive conflict within our beliefs, causing those confusing thoughts and to doubt and judge our own judgment and thinking abilities. When you meet a narcissist, you will often be on the receiving end of their idolization, and this is manipulation to influence you, doing you favours. As when someone does favours for you, your perceptions of that person are good and your feelings are extremely positive towards them. Overwhelmingly, you will receive adoration and attention from them, manipulating you to spend more and more of your time with them. And why wouldn't you? You feel a great connection, truly understood and very loved, meeting one of your human needs. They gain your love and trust with flattery, attention, commitment, the narcissist future faking of things such as marriage and buying a home together. And they'll try to move the relationship on very quickly. Things like, if I moved in, we'd see each other more and I could really help you around the home, share the bills. Or if you moved in with me, you can stop working and I'll take care of everything. Any personal problems or outside situations you are having, in the beginning, a narcissist will be there to help you any way they can. They want you to think you've met the kindest person ever and admire them. Most will even drop hints or subtle or obvious of just how amazing they are for you. They might continuously shower you with gifts or trips. This is all manipulation to confuse your mind, which causes that cognitive dissonance and then induced compliance. Cognitive dissonance is a state of mind when your own thoughts are conflicted, where there is conflicting beliefs, realities, or thoughts. Narcissists help you at the start to gain admiration from you, and they will then at some point use this against you to break down your boundaries, gaslighting you with words such as, "After all I did for you," or words to that effect, which most narcissistic people, once you are hooked, they actually will no longer be doing anything for you, yet they'll constantly remind you of things they've done in the past. You're used to spending so much time with them, often dropping your hobbies as they so desperately wanted to be with you. They make you feel so good about yourself in the beginning, and then they just disappear on you. Again, manipulation of your mind as you lived the reality when they wanted to spend so much time with you. And then you're left believing it's your fault when they don't want to spend time with you. They'll start putting you down, invalidating you to manipulate your self-worth and gain more control over your mind. All those first promises, they suddenly change, that they're not ready for marriage. They never said that, or you took it out of context. You misunderstood them. This is all a form of gaslighting, which is an insidious form of mental abuse to get you to doubt your own reality. To start, they will match all your beliefs, values, and you live the fairy tale, and your mind believes it's seeing that moment, that exact reality. As you live it, you discuss how you want to raise children, where you want to live, the things you'd like to achieve, the things you'd like to do, and they claim to want the same things as you. Then, when they change into someone you don't recognise and they cause you pain and hurt you, they blame you. You might try to end it and they'll bring back all the charm they had in the beginning, causing more cognitive dissonance. When they say things like, why do you have to make life so hard? Why do you have to make life so difficult if you'd have done this? And then threaten you or intimidate you, even sulking or giving you the silent treatment. So you try really hard begging them, pleading with them, doing all you can to make it up to them. They give you the reinforcement of play nice with all the charm they had in the beginning because you're giving them attention. Your mind is getting trained by them to believe everything is your fault, you're doing for any problems or conflict within the relationship. That in actual fact there is nothing wrong with them and everything wrong with you, and you're the one that's bringing the worst out in them. So you change your behaviour time and time again, walking on eggshells, trying to please them. So they don't throw massive tantrums which cause you pain. When your mind perceives something like pleasure as a good emotion, when you've been trained how to act and when to act precisely how they want, they will reward you, causing induced compliance in your mind. When you don't do exactly as they please, they punish you through many manipulation tactics, causing induced compliance, as those punishments cause you great pain, so you do all you can to avoid that pain. The ups and downs release cortisol from the stress and dopamine from the highs, as well as other chemicals. These are highly addictive natural chemicals the body releases, and you do become addicted. Once addicted, it becomes increasingly harder to walk away. You will reach a point where you break free, learn about what's happened to you, and never go back. Cognitive dissonance within your mind has variables. Belief disinformation. When your beliefs are being contradicted, as a narcissist leads you to believe one story, then delivers that another story that contradicts your first belief, with intermittent reinforcements of the first story, causing psychological, mental stress within your mind. That stress releases cortisol, which is addictive in itself, yet to reduce the mental stress of the reality that's so painful, your mind chooses to believe the less mentally stressful idea. Leave yourself of the painful thoughts, leading you to downplay the abusive behaviour from the narcissist, which of course is helped by the narcissist's carefully chosen blame-shifting words of, it wasn't that bad, it was your fault, that never happened. If it didn't happen that way, you made me do it, and the rest. As you seek moral support from the very person you don't see persuading you that your reality isn't real. You don't change your beliefs to the truth of the situation. Your mind unwittingly sticks to your original belief, which gives you the brain fog. When you can see something, yet you cannot believe it to be true or really see it. Induced compliance or forced compliance. After a narcissist performs dissonant behaviour towards you, lying, they find ways through manipulative words to get you to agree to their way of thinking, their reality and their truths. Even though these are not factual, as a narcissist doesn't want to accept responsibility for their own behaviour and is never going to be held accountable, they gaslight you psychologically through words, actions, and sometimes moving items for their own self-justification. So even when you know they said or did something, they will twist it all around, leaving you getting more and more confused. They will tell you or show you an example of when they treated you right. They will intimidate you, threaten you, and they will use many manipulative tactics. So you are forced to comply with their ways of thinking, as your mind believes this will cause you less pain, either from past hurtful actions of their behaviour towards you, fear of reactions, leading you to walking on eggshells around them, forcing you to behave how they want you to behave, or why you don't see what's truly happening to you. Forbidden behaviour. Severity of the threat of devaluation of the forbidden behaviour. With some narcissistic people, this can be down to when and where you sleep, who you go out with, where you go, if you work, what you wear, how long, or the colour of your hair, when you have sex together, when you answer your phone. So when you've been programmed to know you'll get punished from the sulks, the silent treatment, arguments, never-ending questions, threats and all the other manipulative tactics they use to cause you mental pain and negative emotions. They get you to unwittingly conform to their way of living and their way of acting, behaving and thinking. It stops you from being true to who you indeed are and what you genuinely want to do for fear of the consequences to your actions of living a free life if you don't live life on their terms. A free life of how you should be able to live. Free choice. Changes in the desirability of your freedom of choice. This part is what makes it so difficult for people to walk free from narcissistic relationships. The free choice aspect of cognitive dissonance occurs when you are faced with a difficult decision, when there appears to be an aspect of rejection or discomfort or pain to whatever you choose. So you might want to go out for you, yet you know the narcissist will make it difficult for you. They'll cause arguments and upsets, yet if you don't go out, you'll feel anger and frustration that you didn't get to do what you'd like. Yet you know you'll not get a negative reaction from the narcissist if you stay. When you decide it is enough and you want out, yet if you stay, you believe you can help them and hope to get the good times back. However, you fear them and their negative behaviour towards you. If you'll leave, it will also cause you pain. The fear of the breakdown of a relationship, pride and ego, damaged as our own beliefs that you could make it work didn't happen. Feeling guilt for leaving them, or fear of what they might do from threats of you'll pay if you leave or I'll make you wish. Then if a narcissist was the one to leave you, you've got the thoughts of freedom, yet those thoughts of no one else will love me, I'll be alone. Again, mainly from the toxic gaslighting words the narcissist drilled into your mind. So you think you want them back to help comfort you from all the pain. Most often they are with someone new. Again, this causes your thoughts to go into what's wrong with me, what's so special about the new. Social norms and judgment from others also play a part, worrying what others will think of you. When you don't open up with the right people, you're left with so many negative thoughts, the difficult choice between getting help and support and the effects it might have, or isolating yourself from the world. These are thoughts that can be resolved by challenging our beliefs. Getting out of the situation and away from the narcissist is an extremely difficult thing to do. Yet the longer you are away from them, the clearer your own mind becomes. Psychological dissonance slowly fades and psychological consonance is restored. Especially when you seek out moral support from those who've lived the same and at one point shared those same contradicted beliefs. Your reality becomes restored. Your future becomes so much clearer and brighter. Music can help. Classical music is the best, but any music can help. Anything you enjoy. Make a choice for no contact or limited contact if you cannot go no contact due to having children together. The more you are away from them, the more your mind can start to think clearly. The trance they put you under slowly fades. The fog lifts. You start to think and act for yourself again and do what's right for you and what makes you happy. The more you connect with those who have lived it and understand what you've been through, the more you can put reality back into your own mind, the more you can learn about narcissistic behaviour and the effects it has on you, the less you'll ask, why are they doing this to me? Especially with their smear campaigns and endless games that narcissistic people throw your way. You can just not seem to shake them off at times. The more you see their pattern of behaviour, that what they are doing, the more you'll be able to laugh at how unbelievable yet believable their behaviour and genuine nature is. The less it'll impact your life and your emotions, the more you will come to realise you never even knew them, to let alone love them. It was an illusion of mind trickery, and you can get your control of your mind back, your thoughts and your feelings, to reach a place of, I'm in control of my own happiness and my own life. You can and you will.